Good morning, everyone. It is Throat Punch Thursday, December 9th. It's December 9th here, so let's take a look at our futures. We're actually getting a little bit of that pullback that I thought we might see yesterday, which goes right into the trade what you see and not what you think. And yesterday, I did think that we might have a bit of a pullback off of the morning, and we didn't. We continued to rally, and we closed very near the all-time high close, which is back here somewhere. We got right back here on 11.18. That was our highest close, and we came really close to closing within that. So pretty darn close here. Really, the last few candles really pushed us up there. And so nice close, taking a little bit of a pause here this morning. Bitcoin slipping as well. Right now, the Dow is, I'm waiting for it to shift, about 135, 140 points down right now. So not terrible. And I know the Dow's only 30 names, but we am here on the S&P. You can see we're down just a little bit, still inside yesterday's candle. A little bit of a break, not a bad thing. Here, oh yeah, the SPY is down about 15, and the Qs are down about 52. So Bitcoin continuing to kind of struggle here. We'll see if we get that bounce back off of the 200 and that fib line there at 49,290. So we're going to look for that reversal in Bitcoin as well. All right, so let's take a look at a few that are on the list here. Hood had some interesting sweeps go through yesterday and built up just a little bit of volume. Now it's not an exciting chart by any means, and this could be setting up to be a bear flag. But if this chart, if we move above the 8, I like the look in Hood here for a continued recovery play up to the 20. There's not a lot of volume resistance up to that 20. And then if we can get past that, of course, up to about the 35 and the 50, so $35. Like the look here in Hood at 25, and these are all of the ones I'm talking about today are in January, because I like to give myself at least a month. So here we're looking at Hood at the January 25s on a reversal and a cross of that 3 up over the 8. All right, next on our list, let's go ahead and take a look at Blink. So the charging stations, they really rallied, and now they gave it all up. So pretty messy looking chart. However, we did have that nice, we used the 50, we stayed up above the 50, looking for a move above the 200. Simply another recovery play. See if we get that continuation. A lot of resistance up ahead, but when these things move, they move very well. I like this above the 200, and I would play the Blink 35s in that one. All right, another one looking for a move off of this. Had great news, and it has settled in here. We're starting to come back. We had a nice 3 cross over the 8. Yesterday didn't really do anything, kind of stuck here. You can see the tops of these candles at the 676 area. Like it for a move above yesterday's high. We're above the 20, so nice little area sitting there, and see if we get a continued move off of that. INTU does not have a lot of great options, but I would watch the 680s, see if those come into play, get a little bit more volume on INTU. All right, sticking with some tech, let's take a look at Microsoft. Microsoft gave us a really nice close, 2 days closing over the 20. That 3 has confirmed a cross up over the 8 and a pretty decent tail. I like the Microsoft 335s. 335s in January. QCON, looking for a breakout of this longer term wedge. I would look for the 180s. I've been watching, this has been on our list a couple of times here, and beautiful candle hanging out inside the previous day large move, and that's what I'm looking for, a breakup. You can play it off of a break of the high of yesterday or a break of that trend line. Those are really close together. So QCON 180s. Snow. This one has been on our list here as well. So you're seeing a lot of the same names. We did come up into a little bit of a resistance area This was also, look at this, kind of a previous gap that had been filled a while ago. But you see that that area is kind of acting as its resistance here. So anything over yesterday's high is where I like it. You can see we double topped. We have this little wick going through here if we get a continued move. Now, these may not come into play today because we are seeing a little bit of selling pressure, more profit taking, but leave these on your list and see if we get a reversal in the markets here, either later this morning or this afternoon. In snow, I would take a look at those oh, I wrote that down. Must be the 385s. I know, I wrote it down wrong. Hold on, let me go take a quick look here. At the 380s, sorry, the 380s. I totally wrote that down wrong. Sorry about that. All right, Roblox kind of bit me in the butt last week. Apparently, I don't know how to play Roblox very well. But look at this. We have a beautiful squeeze of the moving averages. So this popped out of the squeeze very nicely, looking for a continuation over yesterday's close at 125. We should be coming into some resistance here around 129.50. So maybe just a day trade or potentially an overnight swing, something small. What else I would like to see in this, if we do get this, is a candle hanging out right inside the top of this large bullish candle. Those little candles, you know, little powder keg, and then oftentimes what we see is the next move up, maybe even like a doji candle in there that would give us that doji sandwich look. All right, AVGO. So, perfect example. Here we go. So this is one big move up. We do have earnings, so this would be a day trade only because these earnings are going to be after the bell today. But this is a perfect example of a look like that where you have a nice big bullish open window candle, little powder keg sitting there. See if we get that move today. Remember, I would play it only as a day trade. The 580s is where I would look. Mu. So Micron, been a while since this one's really been into play. It kind of was really messy, and then we had these big moves. Oh my goodness, this is just super messy. However, look at this chart. We use this fib line really nicely. We put in a nice little candle. I would say anything a break above yesterday's high. We do have earnings coming up, so still a catalyst on the horizon here. Like it above yesterday's high there. 85s is where I would look. Trade desk. I always miss this move. So hopefully someone else will catch it. We put in a nice little double top. You can see that right here. Anything over yesterday's high, or if you want to wait a little safer play, over the 20. When it moves really well, and then it gets extremely stagnant. So be cautious on this one, but I do like the TTD 100s. I know some got into Datadog yesterday. I was looking for the move through this trend line. Well, we used that trend line for support, closed beautifully over the 20. We're hanging over the 20 today. So what I would love to see is a little pullback to that 20, bounce it after the open, and then catch it on the way through the close from yesterday there in Datadog. I like the 185s. Can't get away from talking about Apple, right? Oh my goodness, this thing continued on in the aftermarket. It has since pulled back. And Apple, we're sitting at 174.28, so we're looking for that move back through 175 here. Apple, so here's the thing on Apple, right? We have a bit of a bullish gap, just really nice moves. So it feels very extended. Yes, it does. We have a lot of volume on that way up, holding in a lot of volume. And that's pretty important to keep an eye on. Would I swing this overnight? Probably not. But it has been giving some wonderful day trades. Would love to see a little pullback in it to maybe one of the fib lines based off of yesterday's candle. I'll draw those back in. But use something like that for an entry. If it stalls out, just stay out of the way. Don't force it. So Apple, I like the 175s. Couple other energy names we kind of watched yesterday. Nice break of this trend line here that we had. We broke. Let me redo this real quick. We broke the trend line 2 days ago. Yesterday settled in just below it. So now we're looking for the move back up above that trend line or over yesterday's open, not the close, but the open there. And if we get some continuation here in it, the 90s are where I like. And those have some pretty good liquidity. Fang, a bit messier, but we did have a little bit more red of a candle, bigger candle than I would have liked to have seen yesterday. But nice bullish previous day. We'll see if we come in catching this through the close of yesterday, which is on the downside here, for a move to come up and test that double top there. In Fang, I like the 115s. All right, that is it for me here today. I hope you have an awesome Throat Punch Thursday. If you have any questions, be sure to reach out, Heather C. at givingtreetrading.com.